Why hello! Hi, welcome back to another video. So, I'm sure if you're in the art community, you've heard about the huge collab that's going on. And a bunch of art YouTubers, big and small, are going to be participating in this huge collab, and I think it's a really good idea. The premise of the collab is that we all pick a flower and we have to make an illustration, either like with a character that is inspired by the flower, or I don't know exactly what the rules are, but I know we have to make an illustration inspired by the flower we choose. Now my favorite flower is probably daisies, and then maybe second are like sunflowers, but those are probably my top two favorite flowers. But obviously they're very basic flowers and they were taken, but honestly I'm kind of glad they were, because I feel like if I were to choose daisies or sunflowers, I would just make a character inspired by daisies or sunflowers, and I already have a character named Daisy, and she has like a giant daisy hat, you know, Olu's friend, my mushroom girl. So I feel like it wouldn't be very original, and I literally have already done that before. So I did some research, keyboard noises, and I found a bunch of really interesting flowers, but one that really stood out was the balloon flower. It also has like a more scientific, like biological name, and it's really complicated, and I can barely pronounce regular like old English names. So I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. I tried, but it didn't go well. So I'm just gonna call it the balloon flower. Now, what's really unique and special about this flower is that when its petals are closed, and I assume this is like before it blooms, it looks like a balloon. And the shape is really interesting. Like, it's not 100% round. Where the petals bend, there's like these little corners, I guess. I just think it's cool, right? And then when it is open, when its petals are open, it's really pretty, and it has like kind of this like star shape. When my brother saw the finished product, he was like, oh, they kind of look like star flowers or whatever. So I think it's a really pretty flower. One thing that I feel like I should have done is made the illustration revolving around the flower, if you know what I mean. Like, sure, the idea and the concept is revolving around the flower and the fact that it's called a balloon, but the flower is like this bright, very, very bright, saturated, like indigo-ish blue. There's also like a purple one, and I'm pretty sure like a white one and a pink one. I only drew the blue one and the white, and a couple white ones on the floor, on the ground, on the ground, not the floor, the ground. There's the ground. There's no floor. There's just grass. But the problem was that I had a color scheme in mind. I wanted it to be very earthy, warm, very green, and the problem with that is that the blue, the like purpley, like deep, very like vibrant blue, does not really go with that color scheme, and I didn't think it through. So it kind of, I had to compromise and really change the color of the flowers, which sucks because I think the color is gorgeous, and I feel like I could have made a really interesting illustration if I really tried making all the other colors revolving around the main color of the balloon flower, but I didn't do that because I wanted to make a very earthy illustration with a floating elf. So I did. This is Ain. They're an elf. As you can see, they're supposed to be very mysterious and adventurous and brave, and they're an adventurer / explorer in the forest, and as you can see, they're tiny because they're like holding on by flowers. And I actually am pretty proud of the illustration. I showed like my family members it, you know. My grandpa didn't, he was like confused. He didn't know if I had drawn that or what, like, so I'm proud, but you know, it just happens. Like, I don't know, it definitely looks like I drew it. It's not like some wow, you know, thing, but I'm proud of it. And I like Ain. They're like, I think they're really cool. So and I really like the colors. Again, probably should have gone free, cooler, maybe like a more interesting color palette, but I went for something that is very much in my comfort zone because I wanted it to match with all my other art and everything in my whole aesthetic. So, you know, I mean, I'm thinking Ain is probably like in the same universe as Olu because they're also tiny, and maybe they like find Aang when they're on their little adventures and they get lost in the forest and Aang is there, but at first they're like super mysterious and kind of like you know, like they don't really like anybody from the gang, but then slowly they warm up to everybody. I don't know, I think it might be cool. I don't know. I don't have a very specific storyline picked out for Aang right now, but I might figure it out. I don't know. One thing is that I have no idea when the deadline is, so I'm just like trying to get the video out as soon as I possibly can, but because it's a speed paint, it's pretty easy to edit. I don't have to do any fancy stuff that I usually do in like my vlogs, for example. Sheesh, those take a lot of time. But this, I feel like, is not going to take as long because it's just a speed paint, and all I really have to do is just speed up the footage and make this beautiful, very, very organized voiceover. It's super planned, definitely not just improvised. But yeah, in the thing, they said that like we just have to upload the video 1 to 2 weeks from now, and I have no clue how long it's been, so I hope it's within the deadline. I feel like I don't know how good of an idea it is to like make the deadline super soon. Maybe it's been like a really long time since they first announced the actual collab and I'm just like really late to everything. But I mean, a lot of people are participating. Will all these people be able to like get their videos out in like a week? Probably not. Anyway, I really love Aang. I really like this illustration. The lighting turned out amazing, in my opinion. It's nothing insane, but I love the way like the leaves are like, it's really nice. I like the way the leaves are like blurred and like it really gives like perspective. It feels like you're there, kind of, sort of. At first I was just going to make it so the illustration is from like straight on, but then I was like last minute like, oh wait, what if I like tilt it, like I make the camera like from high up, you know? And I just think the perspective is way cooler and it makes it feel like we're actually flying like higher up, you know? Anyway, I think it's a good piece, hopefully, and I hope you like it, and I hope you like this video, and I think this is a really good idea to incorporate this many people in a collab, but also, like, it must be very chaotic and stressful, so, you know, but, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like this. It took me a really long time, and I didn't film a lot of it, like, whatsoever. Probably should have, but, I mean, I didn't, so, boo-hoo. Anyway, I guess that's it. It's not like this is a super long video, but I had fun making it, so bye bye.